Yes. Alright. Alright, wait. Can you try talking a little bit?
Yeah. This is Anish. Back for my second round of comp theory. So, good to be here.
Okay. I think that works better. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to get your audio. Yes. I don't know if anyone's watching yet, but I hope they can hear you. People in the chat, or whoever is in the chat, can you hear Anish as well? Are you watching the stream? Okay. I couldn't get it to come through my headphones, so I might just play it all out loud. Okay, try talking now and see if you hear yourself.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's better. It's coming out through your computer, I guess.
Yeah, that's the only way I could figure it out. Okay, I'm not sure who's hosting this game. I think
it's Hunter.
Okay.
Wait, so did you check the audio output thing?
I did, and nothing was popping up for me.
It's not working? Okay.
Yeah, see, if I try... It doesn't really let me do anything with this. And this is what Hunter, he was like, just put it through your headphones. So, kind of rip.
Okay. Interesting.
If I... Okay, wait, try talking now. See if you hear yourself on the stream. Still nothing. Ah, man, I wish I could figure this out quick enough. Oh, wait. How about this? Okay, try talking now. No, I thought I figured it out. Okay, I might have to just do it through my computer. What's he saying? Is he just can't make it? They added a bot instead. Rip. That sucks. It's okay. Let's see. Alright, they just started their game. Okay, let's find Hunter. Hunter X-Men. Oh, it's being a little bit slow. No, I think it's just my computer. Alright, let's go. Hunter X-Men.
Cool.
Alright, so we got this game going on right now, and
Yeah.
so we've got Hunter, Catherine, Matthew, and then a bot in place of Sai. So first, I think we had Matthew place on the 8-5-10. What do you think of the spot?
I mean, it makes sense to me. You can city up. It's sort of high producing or weak spot, so it makes sense to me.
Yeah, and that's a rather good spot too, especially if you look at this board. If you look at this board, it's actually pretty strong in ore and wheat. So, and also brick and wood. Actually, there's a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really high producing board overall. And you see those chains of resources too. They're kind of just like a little bit like clumped together, which I think it ends up being a good thing because you can place in one area of the board and place in a completely different area of the board and get two completely different resources. So that's really good.
Yeah, there's a strong likelihood that all the players could get good resources. And there might not be a lot of trading. Oh wait, hold on, excuse me for a moment.
So we see Catherine go for the 6-9 wooden brick. Makes sense to me. I don't think there are many ways to go wrong here, because it seems like you can only really go for two resources if you want high producing stuff. And wooden brick makes sense to me. The bot went for ore and wheat, and makes sense to me as well. And of course, Hunter went for the sheep and going for the sheep port, which I think is going to end up serving him really well because he's going to have a 10, a 5, and a 6 producing sheep, and that's an insane combo to have with a sheep port. So
yeah, I think
I like the move.
That's a great idea, or a great suggestion too, Anish. And now we just saw Catherine. Looks like she placed on the 6-3-11.
So
I like that
she's just getting every resource on the board, which makes sense.
Makes sense. She's got strong numbers too.
Yeah. So yeah, it could end up actually being a pretty quick game because of the high producing spots. So we'll see.
That's a good point. There might not be a lot of trading.
Yeah, that's the other thing because everyone has access to everything else. So yeah, makes sense to me.
Let's see where Hunter takes it. That looks about right.
So he's makes sense to me. He's going for the or wheat sheep strat maybe a little bit. Getting the brick as well. Building to the wood. I suspect that spot will be taking the 11-4-5, but if he can manage to get there, then that's awesome for him and his game.
Oh yeah, if so who's last? Blue is placing next. It seems likely that Blue might take that spot, but on the off chance that it doesn't happen, if Hunter can land that spot, it might make this game go even quicker, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see what happens here. It's a lot of roads pointed in different directions.
Yeah, you see a lot of
these roads might, end up cutting each other off.
Right. I think actually both Catherine and the bot have been cut off by Hunter at this point. Just with that placement, with the 10-9-11. So
there we go.
Oh wow. Okay, I see the strat there, getting the port, getting the free road, high producing wheat. So makes sense, but
if those numbers hit, it could really work out for Matthew.
Yeah, if I were Matthew, right? Matthew is rock for rock. If I were him, I would probably go for the 4-5-11 because it kind of allows me to get sheep, which is a really good combination with ore and wheat, and it adds on to my ore production, so I can keep up with my wheat production. Because if I'm going to build cities, I need ore along with my wheat,
Yeah.
and so that's what I would have done. But I mean, this is not a horrible play at all. So
Yeah. I see that too. I think he can definitely salvage it if it looks like he's definitely going to connect. Personally, I would try to go for one of the ports, like the 3-1 port first.
yeah, I think I don't know about that play because he by doing that he's saying that he wants to go for longest road, but I don't think he has the brick for that.
Right.
So maybe he could try for it, but it's not like he needs to get it right now. And so I don't know. If I were him, I would have honestly even just gone for the 5-2 road and just built another settlement there and get even more wheat production.
Yeah, that makes sense. But we'll see what's happening. We see Hunter has already bought a development card, as has Cat. It'll be interesting.
There's gonna be a lot of development cards this game.
Oh yeah. It's a weird board. All the resources seem to be piled up next to each other. All the sheep's on the right side, the woods on the left. See those 8s already paying off for.
And the bot already taking an early lead.
Early city is incredible. Incredible.
Which is insane. So.
And the bot chooses to city up the 8-4-3. Okay, interesting. A lot of road production there.
Personally, I like sitting up the city producing spots. I can city up even faster, but
exactly.
It's not a bad move. It makes sense. You just try and build to the port maybe and just build quicker.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's what we'll end up seeing. Sometimes bots can play really well. Sometimes they're not so great, but. An early city is still an early city, so we'll see.
Bots, I think, tend to make the right play when it comes to
statistically the right play.
Yeah, what I've noticed is that bots will place roads unnecessarily. That's like their biggest flaw, and then they'll be really bad at trading. Like that'll be their second biggest flaw. And so like a game like this, when you have a bot playing instead of a human, which is something we haven't seen yet on these streams, you'll start to see like a different strategy appear. Like maybe there won't be as much trading between the players because they'll just trade with the bot because the bot is not as good as trading.
Oh yeah.
So.
And we just noticed Hunter on his last turn plays the tactful road, cutting off Catherine there from the desired spot that I think both of them might have been going towards.
Right. So that's gonna hurt Catherine a little bit. But,
a little bit.
That's the thing. I think Hunter has a great spot here because he can develop in so many different directions, whereas Catherine is kind of stuck. So it is a loss to lose that race there, but maybe she can recover.
I agree. There's still a lot of chances in this game.
Yeah.
Really quick, can you check on the stream and see if like the whole board is like in view?
Yeah.
It's my first time streaming it, so just wanted to make sure I got it right. Let me know if I need to adjust anything.
Yeah, it looks like the board is good.
Are we blocking our
No, we're good. I think we're good.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so we see Blue just bought a development card. So now everyone has bought a development card except for the bot at this point.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's a road builder or something for Blue, that could really help his game.
Okay, so he's connected the roads there, but it doesn't really do much for him because, like you could have used those 2 roads to build to the 5-2 and then build maybe even a settlement. Right. So.
That's right. But we'll see how that strategy ends up proving out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in the first game, Preeti had the same strategy, and it almost won her the game. So
that's right.
You never know.
You never know. I mean, maybe now that he's finished connecting, his goals are probably more clear. I think maybe now he'll start to head for that 5-2 or one of the ports.
Yeah.
Let's see, Hunter. I think he's desperately trying to get that settlement down as fast as he can.
Yeah.
We'll see if anyone takes his trade.
Wheat. I don't think people should. Hunter has the best position, even with the bot. I think Hunter has the best chance of winning because
with this
Eventually,
position.
he'll build those settlements, and when he does, it's kind of a big advantage for him.
Agreed. Yeah, getting two different settlements on that extra 11 ore tile, which usually doesn't get blocked, can be rather valuable, especially if you can city those up.
Exactly. Oh, there he is. He got it.
He traded with blue. There.
He traded a 3-for-1 with blue, which, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm a big fan of overpaying for trades when you need to build.
Oh, yeah.
So, I completely agree with that decision.
Alright, so Catherine is currently on 9 cards. Let's see what she can do. Hopefully this should be a good turn for her.
Yeah.
Oh, Catherine might be using a Monopoly, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm not sure what she'll use it on.
Not sure either. Maybe
I'm a big fan of waiting on the Monopoly, honestly. But
right. It's
maybe
possible
she needs something right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you saw, I think in my last game yesterday, I held on to the Road Builder because I think it's a better idea to wait on it because I think dev cards like that tend to increase in value over time, and especially with the as the game progresses, you'll have more production overall, so you'll have more resources to take for like if you use a Monopoly, and so I think that's my personal preference on when to use a Monopoly. You see here, I think she monopolized sheep and traded 4 sheep for a brick and built the road. And
I don't think she even used the Monopoly. I think that's actually like a glitch in the game. If the player like highlights over the dev card and like clicks on it, but doesn't like confirm it, it'll show up on like the little button. Like it said that she was using a Monopoly. So if any of the other players caught that, they might be able to take advantage of that glitch. So she's currently
so I guess now we know she has Monopoly.
Yeah. But I support her decision to not use it.
Yeah, I agree.
Now. I definitely agree with what you said. There might be better chances to use it. Well, there's the 2 putting in work.
Yeah, love those 2s. And another road from the orange. She's actually making moves.
He's getting a lot of resources.
Yeah, it's kind of it's funny when a bot does well in a game because the players who lose out to the bot get really triggered usually. So
I've lost to a bot.
We'll see.
In one of the league games last season.
And I mean that happens, and that's like the worst feeling because you can't really even do much at that point.
Oh yeah, especially because the bot might make some bad trades at the beginning, and then you start to think, oh, this bot is dumb,
Exactly. You underestimate the bot,
and then they get strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's see. Okay, Hunter passes, and there's the 11. Whenever it hits,
it gets 2 ore from that. He could city up really quickly with these spots. Dev card cities. It's just a great spot, and he has wooden brick production, so he's just set. He's set for the game.
Oh yeah, and even if he chooses to, he can always connect to settlements and
and go for longest road to surprise people. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not too far off. All right, we see Catherine buying another development card. That should be good for her.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a dev card game, like we said, so
it
makes sense for her. Hopefully they can kind of swing turn the tables against each other with those dev cards if they use them properly.
Yeah, I agree. So the robber's just now been rolled. We'll see where blue ends up putting the robber.
There are no real clear spots here. I would say 9 brick makes sense, but it's not too harmful to anyone, really, at this point.
Yeah. Because the goal of the early game is to try to expand, develop if you can. So I support the brick
makes sense to block for sure. Oh my God, a city on the city production spot. So
that's a great.
It's a great move, and he's at 5 points right now. So he's going to be a target.
He definitely will be targeted. I can see the 10 wheat or the 8 rock getting targeted.
Yeah, I think I would say the 8 rock at this point.
Yeah.
Because
he only has the one access to
yeah.
it.
At the same time, if you're trying to harm Hunter, maybe you go for the 10 wheat because wheat, you can't build cities without wheat. So.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Catherine decides to play the first knight of the game.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it might be going on that 8 or.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. I can see the validity in that.
I can see that stopping the 2 strong or wheat players is definitely that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Yeah, I think Hunter kind of felt that one a little bit more than Matthew did. So
yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully the robber can be rolled again for him.
Looks like the robber is just then rolled
again. That's what happens. And 6 wood.
6 wood.
Which, makes sense for the bot as well.
The bot might want to compete for the road, so it makes sense.
Maybe, yeah, for sure. So it's a pretty fast game, actually. Like we said, there's high production, so it's looking like it'll be pretty fast just because, there's high producing everywhere and no one really needs to trade as often.
Oh, yeah.
So you already see Matthew at 5, and almost everyone else has built a settlement. So
yeah, you're right. Everyone else has built up their 3rd settlement except for
and even Catherine has built like 3 roads. So like she's been able to produce enough to build. So
yep, that's right. In fact, the bot seems to be lagging behind slightly.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so Hunter really wants a brick. I think he might try to go for that sheep port, I think.
Yeah.
So the bot accepts the trade.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's what happens with the bots. They can't really tell what the player's intentions are, and that's why they're easy to exploit. So if you ever play with a bot, it's going to be to your advantage to use their lack of trading ability against them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And actually, with the bot itself, you see they can only produce from the 8, the 3, and the 4, which is probably why they're struggling a little bit because they don't have that diversity. You'll either get a lot or nothing at once, and the issue is that the 3, the 4, and the 8, those resources, those numbers don't correspond well. For example, let's say you had an 8 brick spot and an 8 wood spot. That's really good because they are the same numbers. So when you roll an 8, you get a free road. Whereas here, if you roll an 8, you're getting a brick and an ore, which you can't really do anything with, right? Or let's say the 3 or the 4, you get a wood and a wheat. You can't do anything with that. So I think it's not a bad. It's not bad placement per se, but it's something to consider when you do place because you need to start thinking about what numbers are you on and do they correlate? Do they correspond to each other? And you see the bot maybe struggling with that a little bit.
Interesting road placement from the bot here.
Yeah.
Decided to.
I don't love it. But that's just the bot. Doing bot things.
The bot is competing for longest road. I would assume. So.
Yeah, I think so too. But they're going to get cut off pretty easily, and blue can build a lot more. So I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, the bot just had some brick blocked, so it might be a little tough there. It is the race to the port, though.
Yeah, for sure. So if the bot can reach that 3-for-1 ore, then that's really huge for them.
Oh yeah. Okay, so a lot of wooden sheep here on the board now. Let's see what the bot's plan is. There goes that city putting in work. Oh, yeah, 2 cities.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting play. While this is very strong on blue, it makes blue an instant target because they're already at 6 victory points. Looking to put a
They're not trying to race, which is another thing. So they're not trying to race the bot. They went to the wheat instead of the ore, which, I mean, it's a safe play. I think it makes sense. Get the safe placement, and maybe you can even sneak in and get that other 3-for-1 there with the ore.
I agree. We'll see. I imagine we start to see blue get targeted a little bit more.
Yeah.
Likely
they're pulling ahead.
Mm-hmm. That could be a good or bad thing. Depends on if the resources are hitting. So far, so good.
I still think Hunter is the pick for me because
he's playing
he's not going to get targeted, and like let's say he manages to build that settlement on the sheep port, then I think he is right now. Yeah, exactly. So now
he's at a sneaky potential 6 points.
Right.
He could, he's two dev cards there. It could be 2 victory points or even 2 knights or something else.
And like you said, he could connect the roads. And the main thing is like he has the sheep port, right? So let's say he gets super strong. He can't really be blocked because like what are you going to block? Are you going to block the 6 sheep, the 5 sheep, or are you going to block the 10
sheep
wheat? But he still has the port. He has so much production. So there's nothing that people can really do to him if he can get that ball rolling. I think he just needs that first city on that 10, 11, 9, and then he'll be good to go.
I agree. And especially because that 11 ore is not exactly a high likely spot to be blocked compared to the 8 or even the 9. So it's looking good for Hunter, even though he's only on 4 points.
Yeah.
And I think even if Catherine can get her next settlement down, I think she can. That'll help her a lot, even though it's on the 6, 11, 12.
For sure.
So another robber rolled. Seems to be a lot of 7s rolled.
That's just tragic. Just moves the robber back immediately.
Not a lot of resources being accumulated when 7s are rolled, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hunter is going to the top, shooting up right there.
Makes sense because and it's better to build that way than from the bottom up because then you can cut off Catherine from you and trying to attempt to race. So that makes sense to me.
And if he can manage to settle there, that's even more sheep for him. He'll be on all the sheep spots.
Well, so actually, I didn't even consider that. He could be going up to the 6, 11, 12. I was thinking he was just going for the 9, 12.
9, 12? Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, because I think like I honestly he has options is the other thing. So like that's another thing. Like he could take away the 6, 11, 12 from Catherine, just completely block her up. If he can do that, then Catherine has no chance of winning.
Hurts her
so
game, yeah.
Catherine needs that settlement.
I agree. It looks like Catherine might be trying to. Oh, okay. She might.
Okay, she's gonna try to steal.
Probably
for
steal
the
from
meat, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, maybe she'll get it.
That might have done it for her. There it is.
Yeah, she got it. And the thing is, she probably looked back in the log and saw that Matthew got the 2 wheat just then, and so knew that she had a high chance of getting the wheat from it because he only had 3 cards at the time. So that was a good play.
Risky but smart play on that offensive knight there.
Yeah, for sure. That's how you got to use that.
Well played by Catherine. All right, so we see Matthew just buy another development card, and that's strong for him. It could be a VP. Hunter using his first knight, blocking the 8 ore. Smart play.
So it's a defensive one, and he gets the wheat there too. So pretty good turn for him. He has 11. There's the city. Okay. This actually makes a lot of sense. I said to the 10, 11, 9.
That makes sense for his
this
port
makes a lot of sense. Because he has the port now. So any 6 or any 5, he gets a free resource.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, like any 9, he gets 3 rock, which is insane.
That's already close to a city, yep.
Yeah.
And we see Hunter buys another development card. There's a good chance he has a VP in there.
Yeah. I think Hunter is going to pull away pretty quickly. I think people will start to realize that. An 11, so 2 ore right there. Hunter is rolling in it right now.
Oh yeah, I think he might. I think he has 3 ore right now. Or a wheat and an ore, and 2 ores.
I think
wheat and 2 ores. So that might have been a potential strategy from Hunter. Not taking the lead so quickly if he had control, while Blue just built 2 cities and has been targeted every single time the robber rolls.
Exactly.
There's some solace to playing possum, which is what that means is sneaking up to a commanding lead, looking like you're not the threat.
Right. So I think he's now kind of launching himself ahead a bit. And the thing is, he's still not in the lead, so no one's going to really want to target him. So That's just insane for him.
Oh, Hunter just used a monopoly on wheat.
And he got 1 wheat, I think.
Was it one?
I think. I'm not sure. Maybe he got more.
I think he'll probably buy a development card here.
But no, he'll buy City for
City.
sure.
Okay.
Because he stole the wheat and he traded in the sheep for the last rock. So yeah.
That puts him in a strong spot. And the difference in Hunter's setup versus Matthew's setup is, while they're both strong, it's hard. You don't know where to stop Hunter except for that 10 wheat. That's definitely the good block, smart block right there.
Mm-hmm.
He just has so much access to sheep and rocks.
Yeah, that's exactly. So like we said earlier, like it's hard to stop him at this point, which is why he's so strong. You can stop Matthew, but you can't stop Hunter.
Right. Although that was a good block there from Catan.
Yeah, for sure.
If anything, she needed that to put herself back in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see what this bot can do on their next turn.
Yeah,
one more road takes the longest.
They have that 3-for-1. They have the wood port. They have 3 settlements in the city, which is not bad. If you're talking about 5 victory points, those are the best ways you can spend. You can have this 5 victory points set up for you. So.
Oh yeah.
I like it. They have another spot at the 4 wheat, and they can city up from there. So they have a path to victory.
Other than sitting, in my opinion, the wrong settlement with their at the beginning, I think the bot's been doing a good job too for the most part.
I agree.
There's I guess if you have to move it off of the 10 wheat, that's definitely a good spot to block.
That makes sense to me. But then you see the 5 sheep being rolled, and 3 sheep for Hunter and 2 wheat for Matthew.
Both great for both players.
Yeah.
Because Matthew is the wheat port, Hunter is the sheep port.
Yeah.
That helps both of them skyrocket up even more. Interesting. I wonder if Matthew has the settlement in hand, but is just trying to see what he can get out of this trade. He's offering a wood for an ore.
I'm not sure what's going on, but
maybe he. Actually, I'm not sure either.
Yeah, he just passes. I'm not sure what that turn was about, but maybe you're trying to buy a development card and you just get rid of his cards.
I think so.
Which is valid. And you guess he can, the 5 is rolled, and 3 sheep and 2 wheat.
This should be, if he can city again, that'd be insane.
Yeah, he's going to city. It's over. He's going to city. He's going to city, and I guess he'll city on the 11-4-5. Yeah. Oh, he didn't city.
He has time to city. I kind of like that play from Hunter.
Okay.
Test the deck, right? He's only has 1 knight. He's currently in contention for the army win condition, so might as well shoot for it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, because if you city again, right, you're at 7 points, and he might start to get the targeting. So I don't blame him on that decision.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see what happens here. You think Blue has a victory point, Anish?
Yeah, I mean he's. Yeah, I honestly would think so. It probably isn't a knight because they probably would have used it a while ago. And I can't imagine what else it would be. Maybe a Monopoly.
That would be crazy.
I feel like he would use that.
Or no, Hunter and Catherine have each used a Monopoly.
Oh yeah, so actually it can't be a Monopoly. You're right. So maybe it's a road builder and he just can't use it. I don't know.
Right. That
But yeah, there's the bot taking along this road. So
if he's got a road builder.
So if he has road builder, this is the right time to use it.
He's got time, but this would be the time to use it. Oh, that's tough. Rolled a 7
Yeah,
from him.
that's tough.
Although
he could still
get a good
have what
block.
he needs to get the settlement, but
I agree.
it
Even though
always
he's
sucks
rolled
to
a
lose
7,
cards.
he still does get to move the robber, which could prove beneficial. If he ends up
Yeah.
blocking. If I was him, I wouldn't. Honestly, I would block the 10 wheat. It might be strategic placement. It might be risky, but that's
I see.
Hunter's only complementary resource, and he might
Yeah.
choose that. But typically, that's not a popular thing because it's your own resource.
Yeah.
It's a risky play, but maybe the 11.
There's no one good spot is the issue,
Yeah.
right? Because like, who are you going to go? Like, let's say you're going for Hunter. There's no real one spot. If you're going for the bot, like, what are you going to go for? Are you going to go for the 4 wheat? Are you going to go for the 8 brick? You know?
Yeah, and we see the 11 ore being blocked here. That makes sense. It hurts 2 players and certainly does hurt Hunter, but he does get 3 ore every time a 9 is rolled. So it's
Yeah, I would have
gotta
placed
pick
on
and
the 9
choose.
ore because I don't think Catherine is supposed to be much of a threat at this point.
I agree. Yeah. Let's see. We'll see if Blue got exactly what he needed for that settlement. He did steal from Catherine, which probably tells us he was looking for that settlement. But I don't think he got it.
He didn't get it because he's trying to trade for a sheep.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets the trade from the
the
bot,
bot.
exactly. Because the
just
bot doesn't care.
I was just about to say people shouldn't trade with him for that, but the bot does not have any boundaries.
Right. So that's the advantage of playing with the bot. And, that's just what happens.
Mm-hmm. We see Hunter playing a second knight, definitely coming for that largest army.
Yeah.
Smart
and
block
he
too.
could get there pretty quickly because he has depth card producing spots. So.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He has just so many options. I just love his spot so much.
I agree. At this point, I think his path to victory, he's just got to buy def cards. And
Yeah.
City if he gets the opportunity, but def cards is the way to go.
Sense. That makes sense to me.
Robert from Catherine. It might be going on the 10 wheat.
Yeah. I would say go for the 10 wheat here.
Yeah. It's a slow start for Catherine, but if she can manage to get what she needs, hopefully she can.
Yeah, Catan got a little bit screwed over because she built the 693 settlement first and pointed it inwards, and just got completely cut off. So it was just hard for her to recover from that.
I agree. Yeah, those roads do hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay, so Catherine puts the robber on the 4 wheat.
Because maybe the bot's winning, which I guess makes sense. It always sucks to say that you lost to the bot. So, I would say go for the 10 wheat there because I'm not sure what the bot the bot isn't going to win anytime soon. I don't think because they don't have. I don't know. I just would have gone for the 10 wheat.
I agree. Interesting though, she does play a knight immediately after and put it right back on the 8 ore. Good play from her though because
which makes sense.
She needs to maintain largest army at least for the time being.
Yeah. So now she's at 6, which is she's level with everyone else. And she builds to the 3 for 1 port at the left there. Which actually, what I was going to say was, if you're placing that early, your first settlement, I think it's always best to point your road to the coast, to the ports. Because, like with Catherine here, she pointed inwards and got cut off and spent roads on it and time on it. And I think she would have been better served pointing to the outside. And I think, in general, I just like to point to the outside. If you can find a good spot for it, like Hunter did, right, with the 6-5-9 as his first placement and pointing it down and, intending to go to the coast there, I think that's, like, the best case scenario because you won't get cut off because it's going to be rare that someone places and just tries to cut you off there, so...
I agree, and typically players sometimes they like to be ambitious, thinking, oh, okay, I got this good first spot, maybe I can expand to that 9-11-4, but if it's another good spot when you're going first, you got to think it's going to be taken. So exactly what you said.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we see Matthew playing another knight. Makes sense. There's a 3-way competition currently for largest army. That 10 really doing work there for both Matthew and Hunter.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's probably a city right here. I think that's a city from Hunter.
I think so too. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
So he's at 7 right now. He's taken.
Oh,
he's tied for the lead with the bot.
he has
And he has options. He has the one dev card could be victory point, and he could try to get large army. He could try to go for longest road even. So
great point. Yeah. What is what's the longest road? It's 8 currently, and if he connects, he'll have 6.
If he connects, he'll have 6, and then he could maybe try to circle around there, and I don't know.
He's got
or
room.
Maybe build. The thing is, he has space.
He's got
so
a lot of room.
If he wanted to, he could do it. If he gets the right rolls, like let's say he gets a 9 and then gets a bunch of sheep, he can just build like 2 roads there, easy. So like he needs just the right rolls, a 9 or a 4, and then he can build the roads.
I agree, and that's the good thing about his setup, since he has so many different ways to win. His ores and wheat and sheep might end up getting blocked, but he could just turn it right back and profit from his 4 and 9,
right?
Which both are citied now, so he can just start building roads, like you just said.
Yeah, that's why if I was blue, I think it was pretty crucial at the beginning there to just play something 11-4-5, because that really, that inhibits Hunter, because at that point he can't really build to a wood that easily. So like then the game's a little bit more open. I think once blue placed on that wheat pool, which makes sense for sure. But once they did that, it was a little bit easier for Hunter to get to that spot, and now he's I thought he would win at the beginning too, and he's proving me right now. So.
Agreed. We just noticed the 9 was rolled, and Hunter got 3 rocks and 2 brick.
Yeah, so that's just a huge.
Just more port fuel.
No stopping that.
Or not port fuel, but yeah, more resources.
Yeah. We'll see what he can do. He gets 2 more sheep, so...
That's a free card.
Yeah.
And then 2 more woods, 2 more for each Matthew and Catherine.
Yeah, which is really huge for them as well. I think Catherine here, if she can survive, can build that settlement. And maybe Matthew can...
Hunter.
Maybe challenge Longest Road, or, trade it in and try to build a city, I don't know.
And this is the scary part. Another city for Hunter, 4 cities. He's potentially on 9 points right here. At this point, it's really hard to stop him. So wherever the people block, it's really tough. I think the best block, honestly, might be the 10 wheat. Stop his complementary resource.
Yeah, I mean, even then it's really hard. So, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to be done, I would say. I think Catherine has the right idea here. She's trying to build settlements as quickly as she can, I think. Challenge him in Longest Road even, and she could maybe be trying for 2nd place at this point, which makes sense to me.
Right. It's the point in the game where you just got to think about 2nd place, and I don't really understand the road from the bot.
Oh my god! And that's 4 rock and 2 brick for Hunter right there.
That's probably enough for probably a development card.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get 7
for sure.
out.
Yeah. I think at this point he should just go for development cards. I don't think
he
wants to build a road in the settlement or something like that. So
he could build 2 roads right here. He can connect and then,
Yeah, he could for sure, and just try to go for Longest Road. I think if I were him and I had a victory point, actually, I would go for the settlement. But
I might go for the settlement. Yeah. If
he doesn't have the victory point, then he should probably be going for dev cards.
I agree. Yeah,
See here, he's trying to give up 2 rock for a wheat. No one's going to give it to him. Hopefully, maybe the bot will. There it is, the bot will, and he's probably going to win on this turn.
I think that's a winner.
Yeah, so that was that. Everyone's at 7, and kind of an insane game. It seemed pretty quick.
Quick game, like we said, 38 minutes.
Yeah, 38 minutes. So that's the quickest game we've streamed so far. So it makes sense.
I agree, but strong game from Hunter. Like we all thought, he was a strong player coming in, but great match played from Blue Matthew and also Catherine in Red. They definitely did well to salvage what they had. They had some tough placements here, but they did good. And if we look at the dice stats, as we can see, 6s were rolled so much. Yeah, which really helped
overall
Hunter and Catherine a lot.
So, pretty fair, I would say. You see the resource stats. Hunter rolls 71 resources off of just get 71 resources off of rolling dice, which is by far the highest. The next highest was 55. So again, that theory holds true where producing the most gets you the most. So.
And that's another thing. If you're getting blocked left and right, obviously Hunter was a strong player. Even still, if you're just producing more resources at some point, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and that's why I would say it was really crucial for Hunter there to take the back seat in the beginning. and not take the lead, which actually helped him here because people weren't targeting him early, and he was able to trade with people even. And if I was in that game, I don't think I would even try to trade with Hunter. I would try to table talk and try to not let anyone trade with Hunter because, like in my mind, like he is going to win if he gets to that spot. And he got to those crucial spots, and he was able to take it from there. And that's just what happens. But overall, I think everyone played pretty well.
It was a good game. It was a good game.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. For anyone who watched the stream, this is a quick game, but it's nice to get some quick ones out of the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Games vary in length, so it's good to have that variation.
Mm-hmm.